Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
sir.
Jai Shri Ram, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Hope you all are good. Yes or no? Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, in the last class, what we have discussed, in the last topic, we were discussing about the email-based attack, right? We understand that attackers are very intelligent. Those people are not uneducated people, right? Those are well-educated people. They always do some R&D to find out any weaknesses, vulnerabilities, right? Any way to penetrate the network, to take the advantage of those weaknesses, vulnerabilities on your network. Any way to get into your network. Any weaknesses, right? So, in continuation with that, we understand in case any of the attacker may send an email which is having a malicious attachment, right? That email is kind of phishing email, which look like a legitimate email, and you might be having an attachment which is a malicious, kind be a malware, malicious software, right? Then in between, I had given you the homework of what is malware and type of malware. I hope you have gone through your homework. So it is possible that you think that the email is maybe you open that email and the malicious software will get installed in your system and will do the multiple things. And it is possible that the IP address from which the email has been sent is not the part of ACL in the firewall. That means the IP address of the attacker is not at all a blacklisted IP address. That's a new IP address. It is not the part of firewall ACL. And email, you understand, is being sent on which port number? Email port number?
25.
25.
Right. And that port number is called as
SMTP port.
SMTP.
Right.
SMTP.
SMT port number is 25.
25.
DNS port number?
53.
53. 53.
53.
HTTP
443.
43.
33.
3 telnet
Telnet 23.
23.
23.
3. Not everybody is able to answer. And FTP
20,
25.
21.
21.
20, 21.
and
21.
one is for
2021.
for control. Data and control. There are 2 port number for SFTP. SFTP. SFTP.
I think 20, right?
21.
21 is for FTP, right?
25.
I'm talking about SFTP, secure
22.
file transfer protocol.
22,
Right.
sir.
It's 22. For
22.
SSH, secure shell, SSH,
22.
22.
right. For SSH and SFTP, both it is 22. 22. SSH and SFTP both, it is 22. For Kerberos protocol,
103.
anybody? Or sometime interview ask this kind of protocol, this kind of port, which is not very usual.
88, I think.
88. Right, that's correct. 88. For POP3,
110.
office protocol,
110. 110, sir.
110.
10.
Post office protocol. IMAP. Anybody?
143.
143.
क्या हो गया?
143.
143,993.
143.
993.
Full time.
143.
NTP. NTP.
123.
123.
1.
123.
Right. 123.
123, sir.
123. Right. So these are some of the well-known port numbers. Right. Apart from there are some more, but these are some of the frequently, used port number. Some of few. So it was the homework for you. Mute your mic, please. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. After speaking, you should mute your mic. Praveen Kumar Reddy, Yanala. So you understand, right? You have to remember this port number. Some people were not able to answer. This was the homework. I'm telling you, this is very good time for you because we are taking the sessions very in a slow manner. Once we start SIM, then practicals, you won't have time for these topics, I'm telling you. That is the reason I give this kind of homework in these times. So complete it during this session, whenever a homework I am giving to you, those times, so that you can follow the trainings plus homework parallelly. Otherwise, after completing the training, you won't be ready for the interviews. You will take time 1 month, 2 months for getting ready yourself unnecessarily, right? So that is the reason I'm telling you, pull out some time from your daily routine, complete the homework which is being given to you, right? It's not so much a burden, right? Little homework, little things we are discussing here. Understand? People are working here, but you're doing something extra, right? Something different. If you're doing something different, of course, we have to pull out some time. I understand you are busy. You might be office is 9 hours, 10 hours, but something different you want to achieve now. That's the reason you are here. You have to pull out some time. Otherwise, just giving 2 hours during the training only, not spending any time at home would be quite difficult in that case. You might take long time in that case, isn't it? So, so we understand in the last class that email might get delivered. You might open that email and your machine may get compromised. We understand in that case, because firewall just filter the traffic based on the IP address and port number. Here IP address is not at all blacklisted and port number is 25, which is allowed for everyone in that case. But email ID was actually the attacker IP address. Yes or no? But IP address is not blacklisted and port number is 25. So in this case, you can see even though you have the firewall, still you cannot say your network is secure. In this case, WAF will not come in the picture. Yes or no? Why WAF will not intercept the packet? Because WAF is for application traffic only. For DMG server, only for web application, right? Not for the email traffic. WAF is not going to intercept the packet, right? For other communication. WAF is only for application, web application security. The name itself reveals web application firewall. Means for web application security. Firewall means security. For web application security. When the name itself telling you that web application security. So we understand it's only for web applications. Yes or no? Get it? It's only for web applications. So web will not come in the picture. Main is only firewall. So firewall in this case will get failed because IP address was not blacklisted. Attacker used a new IP address and 25 port number is allowed for everyone. In this case, we can say that even we have the firewall in the network, still our network is prone to be, our device is prone to be compromised. Yes or no? In this case, to secure our network with this kind of email-based attack, we need another layer of security control. Means we need some other device to secure the network from these email-based attack. So this device that we will introduce to secure our network from email-based attacks like malware email, phishing email, spam emails, right? Spoofed email. That device we call as, anybody?
Email gateway.
Email gateway, right?
Email gateway.
That device we call as email. Firewall definitely will be there in the network, right? Firewall is a must. Is a must device. Firewall is must. Definitely you will have every company definitely will have a firewall. Get it? It is must. You understand, right? If I will not explain this topic, firewall, email gateway, you can't imagine to work in the SOC. Even though you are not going to work in these tools, you're going to work on the SIEM and cybersecurity tools, but you understand how the communication is happening, right? Which all tools are coming in between the communication. You're going to receive the logs from the firewall, your email gateway, your routers, your windows. It's very important to have a basic understanding on these devices. And that's the objective of explaining these concepts. Not deep dive, but the brief understanding you should be having. Okay? So this was the firewall. Now, to secure our network from the email-based attacks, we will have to deploy the email gateway. You can see the word email gateway. Email gateway, the word itself reveals is the gateway for the email. Yes or no? Means it's the device which filter out the emails, inbound and outbound emails, right? Means it is the device to secure your network from the email-based attack. Yes or no? And it filter out what emails are coming in, as well as filter in, filter out, filter out inbound and outbound emails, right? Maybe somebody sent an email, phishing email, which having malware attachment. This one spoofed email, which look like same your company email only, right? People may make you fool, saying that your manager has sent an email. Yes or no? If you have watched my video yesterday, I have said in homework. If you have not watched, maybe you can watch it later. Phishing email analysis. I have given you example. GoDaddy has sent an email saying that GoDaddy example I had given, phishing email, not given. Acha. I am receiving email that because our website is hosted on the GoDaddy, we are getting your GoDaddy, GoDaddy hosting is going to expire, has been expired, and I'm getting this one kind of phishing emails. It's kind of, it's not a sport, but kind of phishing emails, because everything looks same. The emails and the web page looks same, but the URL is different, and backend URL is different. So I think I had given some example, some Domino's example I given side, on the phishing emails example. If you have not watched the video, you might not be aware of that, but I had given one real-time example on
Payment summary type email.
Phishing email example. I think I had given some example. 2 example I think I had given.
Yes, sir, you have given, but not this example.
Other example I had given. Anyways, so
Yes, sir.
so what happens? क्या बोल रहा था मैं email exam के पहले? So email gateway will filter in whatever email coming in, right? If you have the email gateway, what happens is, for example, there are multiple, the email gateway is the device, is the technology. There are multiple vendors. Which develop this email gateway, right? Such as, for example, you have one of the famous vendors, Cisco Iron Port. Cisco is the developer, but Iron Port is the product. For example, your Hero is the vendor, right? Developer, manufacturer, and your bike Splendor is the product, right? Yes, no. Your Honda is a manufacturer, and Honda City car is the product. Honda City. Maruti is the manufacturer, Baleno is the car. Similarly, Cisco is the vendor and product is Iron Port. Cisco Iron Port email gateway. So there are multiple vendor which develop this email gateway. We call as vendor in this. So for example, you have Cisco Iron Port, Cisco Iron Port is one of the famous email gateway, very famous. Cisco Iron Port. You have Proofpoint email gateway. Proofpoint का है anyway, and you have Minesweeper. और किसका है? Any other vendor? There are multiple vendors. हाँ?
Blue Coat, sir.
Cloudflare.
Blue Coat का which one? Blue Coat
ESA.
Blue Coat endpoint security appliance. No, email security appliance. ESA. Blue Coat email
Yes.
security appliance.
O365 Defender.
Blue Coat email security appliance. ESA. ठीक है, this much is enough. So these are the different vendors for email gateway. This is very famous. Cisco Iron Port is one of the popular gateway for emails. So let me tell you that how it works now. For example, any of the vendor. For example, right now we have bought this our email gateway from Cisco. This is Cisco Iron Port email gateway that we have deployed. So you have to keep in mind this is email gateway, right? So whatever traffic coming in, you can see this email gate seems to be inline your network, but it will not intercept all the packets, all communication. It will only intercept email communication. So any traffic coming in and going out of port number 25 will be intercepted by your email gateway, not all other port traffic. Get in mind, because email communication on port number 25. So only email filtering will happen through email gateway. All other traffic will bypass by the email gateway. Get in mind, because email gateway is only for email filtering. So only email traffic will be intercepted by the email gateway, not all other traffic. Understand? Clear? So let's say, for example, you have bought this email gateway from Cisco, right? So once you buy and deploy this email gateway, it will be connected through Cisco Cloud. Yes or no? Cisco Cloud means through Cisco R&D team sitting. Cisco R&D team will do the research and check it out, which all the email IDs and domains are involved in sending phishing emails, malware emails, spam emails, spoofed emails. Yes or no? Are involved in any kind of malicious activity, sending phishing, spam, malware, right? Spoofed emails. So they will collect those information. May be possible that particular email it involves particular email ID or the whole domain. For example, your name is Hers@simexpert.com. They have observed, as per their research, that Hers@simexpert.com has been used in sending the bulk email, means spam emails. So they may find this particular email, or they may observe not only Hers@simexpert.com, but there are many email ID associated with simexpert.coms have been involved in such kind of activities. So may be possible that not only Hers@simexpert.com, but whole domain itself is blacklisted. Whole domain itself is involved in such kind of activities. Get it? So such certain time email ID or certain time domain. Whole domain is blacklisted. Whole domain is malicious. Possible? Yes or no? So this company does the research and check it out if any particular email ID or domain is involved in sending spam email, phishing email, malware email, spoofed email, right? It belongs to any kind of malicious activities, right? They does the research and collect those list of email IDs and domain and categorize the information. They have the various groups here, email groups, and they will keep those information here. What kind of groups? They will have category information such as what email, phishing category, spam category, spoofed email category. They will have malware category. Yes or no? Get it, mind? And those email ID and domain, they will keep under those category. Get it, mind? So any email coming in, once it hit to the email gateway, it will check if it is matching email ID or domain, it is matching to any of the category, the email gateway will block the email. Understand? Under that particular category.
So in general, they will allow all the mails, but only the one which is blocked, which are ID or
Right.
domain.
Correct.
That it will.
So
Sir,
whatever.
here also we have a concept like static and dynamic.
Right.
listing.
So this is dynamic. Again, there are two type of list. Dynamic. Again, it will have ACL. Again, it will have ACL. Access control list. Of course, access control list means based on what filtering is happening. We call it ACL. So again, it will have static and dynamic. So this is dynamic list. Based on what this cloud will do the categorization, that is dynamic list. So in dynamic list, there will be category information. Based on that, they will add the respective domains and email IDs, spam category, phishing category, spoof category, right? Your malware categories. Those are different categories on which they have added email IDs and domains. Get in mind? So if any emails coming in, if particular email ID or domain matches that particular email ID or domain on the particular category, particular email will be blocked under that category. It will not get delivered. Understand? We're considering the particular email is phishing. If under phishing category, it will block considering phishing email. Under malware category, it will under having malware attachment. Under spam, it's spam email, it will get blocked. Understand? Clear? So that is based on the category information, right? Malware blocking also will happen. See, email gateway is also having inbuilt antivirus engines. Every email gateway does not only filter the email based on the email information, it also scans the attachment. Get it? It has the inbuilt email, at least 1 to 2, at least 2, every email gateway, at least having 2 antivirus engine, multiple vendor. For example, Cisco antivirus generally having 𝐬𝐧𝐥𝐢𝐧𝐢 and Trend Micro. I think 𝐬𝐧𝐥𝐢𝐧𝐢 is confirmed. I think they keep changing. So at least they are having 2 antivirus engine. So once the email received, right, it has the attachment. So email gateway, which is having antivirus, it will scan the attachment for any malware or any viruses infection. It will scan. If attachment is having any malware or any infected with any viruses, it will block under the malware category. So not only the based on the reputation of email ID or domain, but also it will scan the attachment. Yes or no? Spoof email category also it has multiple authentication mechanism. Based on the SPF record also it will check to verify. For example, Accenture, my email ID is, if you have watched my video, what is spoofed email, then you will understand it better. That is the reason I have given the homework, what is spoofed email. If you have watched it, then you will understand. So email gateway also can verify your DMARC, DKIM, SPF, these kind of authentication mechanism to ensure that, for example, I sent an email, sulabh@simexpert.com, right? If I am sending this email, it will verify, it has the authentication mechanism that email actually came from SIEMexpert.com or not. It should not happen that this email is actually not from SIEMexpert.com, but somebody else has spoofed SIEMexpert.com. Means, see, I am the owner of SIEMexpert.com and you guys are the employee of SIEMexpert.com. I am authorizing you to send the email from SIEMexpert.com. Except you, I have not authorized anybody else. But in the internet world, somebody else is sending email from SIEMexpert.com without my permission. That is called as email spoofing.
Spoofing email.
That is called as email spoofing without my permission. Yes or no? Without my permission, somebody else sent an email using my domain. My domain, I should authorize. Yes or no? Then only he should send an email. Without my permission, he is sending using my domain. That's called as email spoofing. Yes or no? So what happens is, so now I have business with this company, right? SIEMexpert, for example. So I should be able to send email to this. It should not happen that it is blocking unnecessarily, right? But there might be possible that because email gateway do not know whether anybody has business or not. Email gateway main task is whatever email comes in, it should deliver, but it's not malicious. But it is responsibility is SIEMexpert people only should be able to, who is the owner or their authorized people should be able to send. Yes or no? Unauthorized people should not be able to send. So email gateway can verify whether SIEMexpert authorized people has sent an email or not, or somebody else has done the spoofing of SIEMexpert.com, has sent an email. Yes or no? There are multiple authorization mechanisms such as SPF, DKMI, DMARC, right? These are such kind of authentication authorization mechanism using which we can verify whether SIEMexpert has authorized him to send an email or not. For example, we can create SPF record. Means we can associate an IP address. That goes SPF record. That once the email will be sent with SIEMexpert.com, this IP address will go along with that. That is called SPF record. Sender policy
Framework.
Was the homework, right? What is DNS record?
Sir,
DNS and
But
DNS.
in the BDS or DKIM SPF DMARC is not cleared. So I requested you to
बताया
please
था उसमें
have a
वीडियो
session with
वीडियो में बताया था आपको. On the video I explain you. I shared the video, right?
Yes, you did. It's on the video.
That is the reason. If you don't follow the homework and SPF, you guys are not able to give the full form also SPF. That is the homework. Ratlo, bhai. These are very important, I'm telling you. See, this is not a temporary class, you know, right? This is for your life, whole career. At least 10, 15, 20 years you are going to spend. Yes or no? These technology, this is the whole, like DNS is not going to change. I don't think so it is going to change suddenly, right? 20 years, it is not going to change. So these are very important for whole life, it is going to work. It is not just for you to get the job. It is going to, use for your whole life, right? So put some time. DNS homework I have given at the beginning of the class, I think in second session. Yes or no? So SPF record. So there are multiple authentication mechanisms to check it out whether authorized people has sent an email or somebody else spoofed the email. Based on that, it can verify whether email is spoofed or email is legitimate, has been sent by the authorized people. Whether SIEMexpert team has sent an email or somebody else has spoofed. I can send an email from anybody working in any big MNC, anybody working on Wipro or any company here? Big company?
Yeah.
Which company?
Infosys.
Infosys. Right away, in 5 minutes, I can send you. What's your name?
Home Patel.
Huh?
Home Patel.
Om. For example, your email ID is om.patel@infosys.com. In next 5 to 10 minutes, I can send an email om.patel@infosys.com. In next 5 to 10 minutes, I can spoof his email ID and can send an email without his permission. Get it, mind? I can spoof his email ID. So there are people who can do that, right? But we will get confused, right? So that's the reason. Otherwise, in corporate world, I used to do that few years back when we were not having this kind of robust solution such as DMARC, DKMI. I used to fool my friends. Even Gmail and everybody used to accept. Nowadays, when I'm sending email to Gmail, it's delivered on a spam category. It used to deliver on the inbox only. Few years back, almost 5 years back, I used to fool my friend. I used to send them a call letter, interview call letter, certain offer letter 5, 6 years back, 6, 7 years back, by sending a spoof email ID from big companies. Sending them, you have call letter, interview schedule, you got offer letter. Big company by email spoofing. So even Gmail was not tracking these, because not every company were having this kind of authentication mechanism. Now it is very mandatory. Now it is mandatory having this authentication mechanism now, because this is very casual now. Email spoofing is not a big thing nowadays. Yes or no? There are various applications available using which you can do it very easily. Yes or no? So so it's very important to have this kind of authentication mechanism. Otherwise, you will have a flood of such emails where you'll become fool. It's very important to authenticate whether it is coming from right source. Get your mind? So it will not only that is one thing based on the ACL, right? Another thing is it will have authentication mechanisms such as SPF, DMARC validation also it will do, right? DKMI to check the spoofed email, right? If it is a spoofed email, it will categorize under spoof category. So there are multiple such categories. Get in mind, if any email falls under particular category, it will get blocked. For example, so ACL is inside the email gateway, dynamic and static. So that is dynamic category. Inside that, you will have a list which will be updated by the cloud vendor, right? So now you can see only category information. For example, malware. You can log in and see how many email has been blocked. For example, malware category. You can see malware. You can see malware 5. You log in on email gateway portal, web console, malware 5 means 5 email has been blocked right now on the malware category. You can click on number and you can see how many email, which all email has been blocked, who has sent. You can see the actual emails, and you have the option also. You can review and check whether email is actually legitimate and false positively it has been blocked. You can review those emails, and if you want to release, you can release, or you want to guard it, forward it to your email ID, you can forward. You have multiple options. So under specific category, it will get blocked, where you can review, you can delete, you can release email to get it delivered. Multiple options you have, or you can forward it to your email ID to further investigation. You can do that, right? So based on those information, right? Based on the category information, research based on the email ID, domain, as well as based on those authentication mechanism, based on the antivirus scan, it will detect malware and it will quarantine. That means it will block on the email gateway. Certain times, if you are working on the company, you might have observed certain time your vendor or client has sent an email with an attachment. Certain time you got the email delivered, but email got delivered, attachment was dropped, missed. Because there might be possible that email gateway antivirus has scanned the attachment, it has found some attachment was infected. So antivirus has removed the attachment from the email, and email has been delivered without attachment. Certain times you will see in the corporate because of the email gateway. Email came from the right source, from legitimate source, but attachment was malicious or infected. In that case, it will drop the attachment and it will deliver the email. Get a mind? So that is will happen. So what happens is whenever, so just for the information of the people, for example, any user send an email, it blocked under the malware category, for example, because it falls under malware category. So to whom it is sent, for example, this particular user, your name is Deepak @infosys.com. So Deepak will get the notification from the email gateway saying that you received an email from this particular user. This was the subject line and this was the attachment name. Has been quarantined, blocked on the email gateway. If you think that this email comes from the legitimate source and you are expecting, kindly contact to security operations center or this contact number, whatever they are giving, who is handling the email gateway. Get me? So that to get it released. So if it was client email, you are expecting that email, then you can contact, right? So that they can review, and if they find it legitimate, they can release that email.
Is it the network team that handles the email gateway?
That is the regular process. That is the done by SOC team 24/7. You're doing you're saying something?
Is it the network team that handles email gateway?
It depends.
Who maintains the?
That is actually part of security team, but it depends on the company whether SOC team handles. If it is product-based company, maybe one team handles everything. If it is service-based company, maybe email gateway service is a different team. If it is product-based company, maybe SIEM, your proxy, your email gateway, all is handled by a SIEM team. Understand? Clear? So that is for inbound. That is for inbound, right? You secure. Similarly for outbound also. Right? Ghar ka bhedi lanka thai. That means we should not only secure the network from inbound traffic, but for outbound also, we have to ensure that your internal user should not be sending the critical proprietary classified information to unauthorized people to outside to your own or to unauthorized or to the competitors. Though some information should be there to the inside only. Yes or no? Information is in the company, the information is being classified, means they categorize the information. This is very critical. This is PCI information. Only these people should have access. These people, this information should not send out. This information should only these people should get access it, to modified it. This kind of information called classified information. Okay? They categorize the data categorization. So as per the compliance requirement, we said that you cannot send the information outside, right? We block the USB. We do not give the email access. We do not give the drive access to you. If certain people have certain kind of data access. Now what will you do? How will you send the information? You may send the company email. When we don't give you access to the Google Drive, we don't give the access to the Gmail, we don't give the access to USB, you may try to send to the company email. How will monitor here also? Yes or no? So here we can monitor that people are using email for business communication, should not be sending any critical information outside. Yes or no? Through emails. That also should be monitored by the email gateway, as well as should not be sending any emails to the phishing emails. So that also will monitor. Any emails should be sending to malicious email ID will be blocked. Apart from that, any emails, we can create the policies. We can create a customized policy also in static rule. We can create a static rules also ourselves. If any, for example, certain users should not be able to send emails to outside, for example, we can create a policy, but ideally every user should be able to send, because they need to send their salary slip, ITR and everything. So generally companies are giving access to send outside. But for example, generally we authorize people to have only business communication. If any user sending email to Gmail, Hotmail, just such public email ID, email should be blocked. Email IDs, those particular emails should be blocked. And then we'll have people will review those emails and we'll see it's a ITR or payslip, then we'll release it. There might be possible that they may send some business information outside, right? But that also can be monitored using the email gateway. Get your mind? So inbound and outbound, both kind of emails are being monitored using the email gateway. We have different policies here. We can create a policies based on subject line. If anybody mentions the subject line on the email, should be blocked. Based on attachment name, attachment type, contains words on the emails, based on the domain, based on the email ID, static rules we can create, static policies we can create based on these all criterias. Dynamic rules based work automatically, right? Based on the email ID, based on domain, based on the signature of file, based on the end-user signature, based on the SPF, 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐢𝐧𝐢𝐬 authentication mechanism, DMARC and all, right? Based on it to do automatically. Static rules we can create based on the source email ID, destination email ID, source domain or destination domain, based on the subject line of the email, or subject line contains, yes or no? Email body contains, if an email mention any abusive word, should be blocked. Email ID contains, subject line contains any such words, lottery, own lottery, something like that, should be blocked. Yes or no? Any adult word contains, should be blocked. So the various criteria we can, any exe file, any program file, script going out should be blocked. Yes or no? Various criteria we can make to ensure that our internal user are not sending any business information outside, any program, any code outside should be blocked. So various, various kind of processes and policies we can create on the email gateway to secure our network from email-based attack. You understand? So email gateway to monitor, because you understand, right? Email gateway is an automated process, right? There are many times it will happen that email gateway will block certain email false positively. False positively means that means maybe your client has sent an email. Email gateway will detect it. It's a malicious email, and email gateway will block it. Yes or no? Block it means you will your receiver will not receive it. Certain time your sender, your internal user send an email, it is blocked on the email gateway, considering it's malicious under various category, different categories. Yes or no? In this case, what will happen? Blocked. What is the impact on this? Business impact. So business impact, right?
Yes.
But this is not what we mean by security, right? Cybersecurity means CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, right? Means business should be available, applications, all processes should be available all the time. Here availability is being impacted, means business, running the business is being impacted. Yes or no? If we are having email, but that's good, we are securing the network, right? But the problem challenge here is because of the email gateway, business is being blocked. Yes or no? Business communication is being blocked. See, winning the war does not make any sense if most of the people are being died. Yes or no? To whom you are going to rule? If most of the people are died, right? Securing the network does not make any sense if your business is being impacted, business is being blocked. Yes or no? So similarly here also, if it's being blocked, then to tackle this kind of situation, we'll have a dedicated analyst. We'll have to hire dedicated security analyst to monitor this email gateway 24/7. So we'll have certain people, analysts, security analysts, who will open this email gateway and monitor 24/7. If any email gateway blocked, certain any category, they will review it, open that email, and check whether particular email is legitimate or not. If, because certain time they will not be able to decide whether it is actually business communication, should be sent that particular email to particular person or not, or any or if the mail or should not be sent. For example, any internal user has sent an email to particular outside user having some attachment business related. They may not be able to decide whether particular user should send an email or not, or it is sent to competitor something, or having some attachment should not be sent. So whenever you have doubt, you're not able to decide, you can send him an email for justification. You can mark his manager because he's a business user. You are technical, you might not be able to decide whether it's a genuine communication or not, genuinely he sent an email or not. Better to mark his manager. You can send an email marking his manager on CC that they are Shravan, Subham, we have seen that you have attached his original email. We have seen that you have sent an email to this particular user having this particular attachment. I am attaching the actual email. Let us know what is the business requirement or business justification, why you are sending this email outside. Let him reply. We have already marked his manager, right? His manager knows it better whether it's the right communication, genuine communication or not. If he replied, his manager is satisfied, manager is not saying anything, we are fine with that. Otherwise, his manager will definitely respond something if it is not genuine communication, if something illegal he is doing. Yes or no? So that kind of process we follow to verify the communication is genuine, communication is legal, and communication is as per the process. Understand? That's the responsibility of security analyst to ensure that we are securing the network also from the email-based attack, as well as we keep the business also running. That's the reason this analysis work 24/7 to ensure that we are not keeping this email blocked for more time. Yes or no? Communication should not be blocked for more time, right? As soon as blocked, within a few minutes, he will review and he will release. And any user wants immediate release, he can call or message. So he can look particular email and do the faster release. We can mark on the email, block email notification, that if you want faster release, reply on this email or call to this number. So particular analyst can look on the faster way to release that. Okay, certain time you'll see various offenses based on the email gateway. In my first company, when I used to work, we used to see various offenses. Usually you will see this banking and finances company, because banking and finances company means very critical, direct access to the money. Yes or no? You'll see various such kind of offenses, because there are various restrictions. When you'll have various restrictions, right, there only you will see more offenses. Yes or no? Those company, we see people are even not allowed to carry mobile also inside, because some kind of people have directly access to credit card, debit card information. They were not allowed to carry mobile also inside, camera, phone. Certain people do not even allowed to carry normal phone also inside, because they do
Even not pen and paper as well.
Paper pen also,
Even
paper
not pen
pen,
and
mobile,
paper as well.
nothing. Certain people are not allowed to carry anything, mobile, phone, not at all, and nothing at all. So those companies block everything. You can't send email to any email ID, not Gmail, not Drive, nothing. So we wish to see many offenses. You will not believe that. I mean, one of the company I used to work, product and service-based company, we have been given all the work. We used to work on email gateway also, multiple product, SIEM also. So same team used to work on multiple product. So so we used to divide. Okay, today you work on the firewall. Today I will work on the email gateway. Today you work on the SIEM monitoring. Today you work on this product. So one day I was working for this one for the email gateway monitoring. So I have seen that one of the guy who was the senior manager on one of the department. Senior manager has sent an email having an attachment. Attachment was encrypted, password protected. I was unable to open, but name was project data. Project data. The name itself reveals project data. I had a doubt. The project data is sending to his personal email ID, because the name itself was project data, right? I thought, why is sending project data to his personal email ID? I sent an email to him, justification that there to see, we have seen that you have sent an email to personal email ID having this attachment project data. I attached the original email with attachment. by marking his manager. He was reporting to vice president, VP. He was reporting to. I marked and asked for the business justification. What is the business justification? Why you're sending email? This project data, your personal email ID, and this attachment password, encrypted password protected. And after marking this email, my shift got over. I left office. So once I sent an email, after half an hour, I got an email from my manager. My manager called me. He asked, Sulabh, have you sent an email recently to one of the person regarding email gateway? I said, I explained yes, regarding this was the case. He said that particular person has been terminated from the company. He said he has been terminated from the company. Within half an hour. Within half an hour, he has been terminated from the company. He was there in the company from last 13 years. He started his career from analyst and he was the senior manager, and he has been terminated within half an hour. What happens? I said, what happened? He said, as soon as you send an email, we were in Mumbai office and this guy was sitting in Bangalore office. That company was USA, one of the multinational company based in the USA. So we were having multiple offices in India. So that company was USA. That person was sitting in Bangalore office, and he or his manager was sitting on the same floor. Same floor. His manager was VP. He called him in his cabin, and he asked him to share the password of that project data. Once he shared the password, he found that the information was very critical, and he shared to personally that information should not go out of the company, out of the project, out of the his system. And he found that he shared the information with bad intention, with wrong intention, of course, because there is no need to send the information out of the office. Immediately, that VP called to HR director and explained the case. This is the case of data leakage. And HR director called to our manager, security SOC manager called. He asked to block all his network access, all his access immediately. The high severity incident call has been raised, and all access has been blocked immediately. And he has been terminated on the immediate effect without any processes. And so this is the impact of any cybersecurity incident. This was considered a high severity incident because it is a big business impact. It's some project development regarding data. It was some new project development regarding data. So these are the offenses. So this kind of process we had, that what kind of data you are sending. Based on that, based on the criticality, SOC team used to give the policy violation case. For example, if you are having chat, some mail you're sending, some information you send to personal email ID, which is illegal and not as per the company policy, then SOC team used to give the policy violation number 1, because as per the company data security policies, company information should not go out of the your organization. You're sending to personal email ID. It's an offense. You'll get the policy violation number 1. Then policy violation number 2. Policy violation number 3 is given by HR direct termination. But certain times, based on severity of the incident, you may get it directly policy violation number 3, like the person has been given. There are so many people. One of the person, he was from server team. He was the part of server team. He has sent more than 100 Windows Server licenses to his personal email ID. Has been terminated on the same day. Been captured by the email gateway. He has sent more than 100 Windows Server licenses to his personal email ID. Been captured, caught by the email gateway, has been terminated in the company on the same day. There are several offenses we have seen. We have seen people used to have a chat using the email because they were not having phone. They were not having phone. What to do? People working on 9 hours, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend, no chat, right? They used to chat over official email itself. So even the chat is not being captured because nothing is wrong. But when you use any abusive word or some wrong word, right? So we have text-based filtering. In that case, the email will capture. And once email will capture, you can see the whole mail trail. The whole mail trail will capture. Then we start reading it, the whole story. What happened? What is going to happen? What is your plan? Very interesting. Some people used to share the photos also. If somebody, not officially, but somebody means some outside person, right? Having chat on Gmail, right? He's sending some different photos, different medias. So a lot of interesting thing was happening. You can't.
Sir, how can we
Yes.
read the firewall logs exactly? Just like some a domain name, same domain name generated by the firewall, email gateway firewall. Then how can we read exactly those log? Because that log was not readable in the form of normal language.
How can we read? You have to be little specific. How can
How
we
can we analyze that? How can we analyze that log?
Which log?
Just like email gateway firewall log present the log.
आप आधा आधा बोल रहे हो. You are, I mean, half you are explaining. You have to be specific. So you are telling, asking me how we can analyze the firewall logs. If you are asking me how we can analyze the firewall log, we are going to understand in a later period. Once we come to the SIEM, we'll see the firewall logs, how it looks like, what is the meaning of firewall logs, how to analyze the firewall log. That's the whole class we are going to talk further. Okay? Okay, guys. So that is the interesting thing which is happening on the email gateway. So somebody should be there which works.
Sulabh,
yes.
Sorry to interrupt. I hope he was mentioning in the email gateway, when we are reading the emails, the analyst sitting at the exchange level or the email security gateway, he meant to say that how do we analyze logs in that? So if is the answer question for that friend, then the complete email is read in the email gateway. What is written, what is ABCD and all.
Is that what your question?
I hope so, Sulabh. He meant that.
Yes.
See, what happens is,
they want to understand that how we can read the, analyze that logs which is generated on the email gateway.
See what happens if in case email blocked, email gateway blocks. In case email gateway blocks means quarantines email gateway, any emails, it will generate log also, and it will, you can see the actual email also. Log means activity, right? You can see the log that one email came from this particular source IP, this particular email ID, this particular subject line, this particular attachment name, right? And it was supposed to send, destination address is this one, but it has been blocked on the email gateway under this category. You will get this kind of log recorded on the email gateway. But since the email has been blocked, you can see the actual email under particular category. You can see it, actual copy of the email blocked under particular category. You can download and get under your email ID. You have the email ID to forward. You can forward to your email ID, or you have the option to release it. That means directly, once you click on release, it will get delivered to particular user. That option you have. In case email gateway has not been blocked as per the policy, means have been delivered, then you can't see the actual email ID. Then you can't see the actual email on the email gateway. You will see only logs. That means particular email IP address, particular email have been delivered for particular email ID. This was the subject line. This was the attachment name. This particular time the email has been delivered. Understand? This log will be generated. Clear? So once email gateway block the email, you will see the actual email. If email gateway has not blocked it, you can't see the actual email on the gateway. Okay? Till the time it is blocked, you can see. If it is not blocked, you can see only logs. So logs will be generated on both the cases. Understand? But email you can only see if it is blocked already. When it has been released also, you can't see. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so this was the email gateway. So using email gateway.
Can we block geolocations also in email gateway?
Geolocation based, I think it is possible. Based on the geolocation. Now email gateway based on the IP based blocking is also possible. Means, for example, you got an email, some email, phishing email, right? Email gateway blocked, failed to detect it because it was not having signature on the dynamic category, and phishing email has been delivered. So now, after investigation, you found it the email gateway, email ID, phishing email ID, means malicious email ID. You want to block it, so you can block it, as well as email gateway also allowed to block IP address. So IP address also you can block on the email gateway. So I believe geolocation based, I'm not very sure about the geolocation, because because email can be sent from anywhere, right? It's not something that the email is meant companies from Saudi Arabia, then you send from Saudi Arabia only. Same domain can be used from India also, from somewhere also, right? So as per the official documentation, it is not explained based on the geolocation.
But if I want to ask a question, I have a question here. The question is, does IP address come alongside with the location where it's been sent from?
IP address, yeah. So what happens? What you're saying? IP address comes with, from which location it is?
Does it come with the location where it originates from? For instance, if I'm sending,
that is simply done by the firewall. That is the reason, because firewall has the geolocation based blocking also. So the IP address from which location it is coming, that can be done, achieved by on the firewall itself.
Okay, if I may add to it now, if for instance now a particular location has been profiled as high risk location for malicious activities, can such location IP be totally blocked on the firewalls?
Right, that can be done.
Okay, that's another one. Then I now have to add to it. Can what's the essence of VPN when it comes to getting an IP address? For instance, now someone who is in, let's say, in Nigeria, he wants to use or to be seen using an IP address of someone who is in UK, so that he wants to, like, conceal his real identity. Is that possible?
Right. So it is possible. So for that, I have explained this, because same topic, I don't want to explain it here. I have explained this, how you can showcase your different location. You are in Mumbai, you want to showcase yourself in USA, right? How you can access your blog website of USA from India, or some website which are blocked in India, how you can access from India, right? How you can hide your IP address using a VPN. I have explained on one of the sessions which I uploaded on YouTube, what is VPN. So how we can use VPN or proxy. I'm going to explain proxy on the next, after this email gateway.
Thank you so much.
Email gateway, I'm going to explain you proxy. Then on that session, I explain you how we can use VPN or proxy to access any blog website, or to manipulate our IP address. Some people access, use 3 VPN, and some website which are blocked, they connect to the VPN and they access it for free. How we can do that? And how in company we access our company network using VPN. So how our company VPN is differ from the free VPN or open VPN that we use in the internet, right? I have explained you on that session. Okay, that's the homework for you. You write this. What is VPN?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, in the regular class, will you be explaining us how to detect or identify a phishing email?
Phishing email I have explained in the session, right? YouTube I have.
Yes. Okay.
That is covered. So unnecessarily, we have so many things to cover, right? So that's the actual session that I have taken in the class, but I have loaded in YouTube as well.
Okay.
That is clearly explained.
Please share those.
You might not have watched.
Please share those.
See, you have not. You might have not watched. That's the reason you are telling. If you watch one time, you will not feel to ask me again. to cover it again. I'm telling you. Because whatever session I take, nobody will ask me to take it again.
Sir,
what
please
is a make
share those
CPO?
link in which you. Sir, please share those link in which you have explained DKIM, SPF, DMARC
अरे लिंक शेयर किया
in
यार
the group, sir.
ग्रुप में शेयर तो किया यार कहाँ रहते हो कल ही तो होमवर्क शेयर किया स्पूफ ईमेल वाला
Yes, sir.
What is a make CPO?
कल ही तो शेयर किया यार कितने टाइप के लोग होते हैं यार वही पूछो वही पूछते हैं कल सारे लिंक
Sir, hello.
यस
Yeah, sir, we have to write what are the types of VPN as well.
that also I have explained you IPsec and SSL VPN.
No. I am not talking that. You have told me that just yes, tomorrow's homework is VPN. So we have to write as well the types of VPN like the remote and the side-to-side VPN.
A lot of noise from your end, first of all. A lot of noise from your end, muted your mic. I had just given homework what is VPN, right? I have not asked you to write actually type of VPN and everything, but already I have covered on those. Just title I have given you what is VPN because the YouTube you can search what is VPN, but on the session itself I have covered what is VPN, type of VPN, what is IPsec VPN, what is SSL VPN, right? How you can access VPN in the company, how two locations of the company can connect with each other using side-to-side VPN. So all these things I have covered on the same session.
Sir, what is a make EPO? Make EPO. What is a make EPO?
You do the search first. Do the search. Okay. See, there are so many things. If you keep asking what is this, what is this, what is this, so many things, right? I can't keep explaining each and everything. What is important, what topic I'm explaining you. If you ask me something on that, I can explain.
चैट का ऑप्शन भी रहता है यहाँ भी
There
लिख
are so
सकते
many
हैं
things. There are so many words. There are so many things. Something related. See, if you, I see the.
देखो हाँ ये तो देखते रहते हैं ना यहाँ
I'm
लिखते हैं लोग
so I'm
इसमें
putting.
कुछ लिख
If I see the noise, I'll put in the waiting room. And waiting room, nahi, I have option. If I see the continuously noise, I have option. Once I drop you, you can't rejoin again. I have that option. I have unchecked it. If I see multiple offenses, I'll have to check that option because we cannot bear this, right? Some people join and they background they speak to someone else. Okay, so email gateway, understand? Got it right? Email gateway, how email gateway can filter the emails. That means in the company we have the firewall also, WAF also for web applications, and we have email gateway to secure the network from email based attacks. Inbound emails also it filters and outbound emails also. In case any of the email found as malicious, phishing, spam, right? It will block. Then there will be some analyst who will be analyzing, reviewing, and checking the email is whether it's legitimate or actually malicious. If they found email is legitimate, they will release the email. They have the option click and release. So email will get delivered. If they have any doubt, they will send an email to respective person who is going to receive or who has sent an email that we have seen and do lack of justification. Or if he's going to receive that email, then also we can ask that once sender has seen the email and having this particular attachment, are you actually intended to receive that particular email? If he said yes, then there are certain ways to, if it is having attachment, then there are certain way of analyzing the email on which I have explained. If you have watched my video phishing email analysis, I have shown you virus total. We can upload the attachment also in the virus total, or we can extract the hash values and we can upload on the virus total to check if attachment is a malware. Get mind? Before we release the email, right? So that means if we find any email malicious, we will delete it. If not malicious, we will release it as an analyst. Get mind? So that is the work we do based on the email. What is spam email? Phishing that you understand, malware that you understand. What do we want spam?
If email is delivered multiple times, so if email is coming from a IP address which is blocked by so many users and all, frequent emails you can say.
See,
Advertising means advertising kind of.
see, everybody
Many
Unsolicited,
users.
unsolicited
Doesn't
email.
follow ACL policies.
unsolicited, unsolicited.
And junk value and send the
Dekho,
Could be malicious
everybody,
also, it could be valid
everyone
also.
heard this word and everybody knows spam email, spam. But 90% people do not actually know what is spam. Huh?
Okay, if I may come in, I can actually say that it's an unsolicited message that is sent in bulk by email to a group of people. It could be that I'm not actually expecting an email from you, maybe like a marketing, something that doesn't even actually relate to you. They're just like luring you to read. It's an unsolicited stuff. So I'm just looking for a way to like bring you into their buying. So that's my own take.
Right, that's correct. Spam is something, for example, you have never contacted SIEM expert. You have never contacted SIEM expert for any training. We got your email ID from somewhere or WhatsApp number from somewhere. Yes or no? And we keep sending our training detail to you. We keep buzzing you. Keep sending. One time is fine. For example, one time is also spam. Yes or no? But we keep buzzing you. Keep sending email. Yes or no? This is what we call spam. Get in mind? If you have ever contacted us and submit your detail to us, then we send our detail. This may not be called as spam because you reached out to us, you contacted us, or you subscribe our newsletter, then that is not a spam. Yes or no? You have not authorized us, you have not contacted us, and we keep buzzing you. These emails, these messages are called as spam. Get a point? This is called actually.
So my doubt.
Yes.
My doubt is that if a SIEM expert is a valid means that मतलब ये एक अच्छा organization है तो वो फिर spam में automatic कैसे चला जाएगा?
The automatic they identify generally. See, there are so many things. Automatic means, see, you have option right in Gmails and all. Is it spam or not spam? Because you can decide yourself. See, in the company can decide. Company can create you have an option right to decide what is spam, what is not. Company do not authorize individual people to decide what is spam or not. As a company, I am the owner. Security team is the owner. I am the owner. We know that what is required of people because as a company, you are working for the company. You are not your own owner. You cannot decide. We will decide the policy. Yes or no? What is spam? What is not spam for you? Because you are not using your system for personal use. You are using it for company use. But for your Gmail is your own use. You get a message. Is it spam or not spam? Mark this on email, personal email, inbox. You get this option? Yes or no? But your Outlook you do not get. Because this is decided by your security team. Your security team decide and whitelist that email not a spam on email gateway. Certain time security vendor decided as spam based on their filter. But you have option on email gateway to whitelist and not a spam. You can do that. Understand? So certain from
So
company.
my question is that
Yes.
in case of my personal email ID, Gmail ID, sometimes first time someone is sending mail and it comes to a spam category.
Right. Because many people have reported that email is spam because that email ID is involved in sending those email without people authorization multiple times, multiple people, so many people, bulk mails, without your permission, without your contact. I sent email to you also, you reported spam. And now that email has been categorized spam. Now Gmail, their firewall understand spam. And now they started diverting that email as spam category. Same Truecaller also work. You reported in Truecaller spam call. Now the flag is coming as red color spam. And now many people will discredit the call by seeing red flag spam. I will not pick up the call, spam call. Yes or no? That is how this concept works. Understand? Because we have not authorized. If you are not authorizing someone and someone directly calling is spam for you, yes or no? If ICICI Bank is calling to you for some services, it's not a spam for you. But unnecessarily for this offer, they are keep calling you unnecessarily. This is a spam for you, right? Spam call. Got a point? That is what we call as spam. Without your authorization, without permission, they're calling again and again, unnecessarily bugging you. This is called as spam. Of course, people will report. Unnecessarily, if you buzz someone without their interest, without their permission, without their authorization, they will report, right? That is called as what? Spam. Now you understand what spam?
If I may add to it, I have that some countries, they have a law that they can actually prosecute you for sending a spam email. So it should also be added to it.
Come back again. Come back.
I'm saying that there are some other countries in the world that have a stronger legislation against sending a spam email. So you can be prosecuted for sending such an email.
Right. Correct.
That is what we have, the GDPR policies in place.
Correct. Many compliance are also there. So now WhatsApp also has, if you send multiple WhatsApp message to unknown people, if they will report as spam, your WhatsApp number will get blocked. If you normal WhatsApp number, if you send a WhatsApp message to multiple unknown people, if they report your WhatsApp number will get blocked. Means you can't use your WhatsApp number. So this is to avoid spamming, right? So just report it. If anybody unknown start bugging you, just report it, not just block. Just report them on WhatsApp. So if they will do it multiple people, they'll report, their WhatsApp number will become unusable, right? So that is what we call as spam. So spam is not harmful. Keep in mind, phishing emails are harmful emails. Yes or no? Spam emails are not at all harmful, but these are marketing emails. You use the word unsolicited word, right? Unsolicited marketing email, unnecessarily emails without your permissions. Those are marketing emails which are keep buzzing you without your permission, without your subscriptions, right? But those are not harmful. Get it mind? So we are blocking, we are having spam filters because these emails are keep buzzing you. Understand, right? If somebody keep buzzing you, right? Yes or no? So unnecessarily emails will come. Your mail will fill unnecessarily. You have to read those emails. That's the reason we have a spam filter on the gateway to filter out such spam emails. Understand? Our Gmail is getting full. A lot of spam emails we are receiving on the Gmail, right? So unnecessarily, even we are not subscribing, also we are getting so many emails, isn't it? Clear? Clear? Any confusion, any query? Next topic will be the proxy. Now you understand. Now you understand. There are three ways, right? There are three ways for any malware to come in a network. What are those three ways? USB, email,
web. Application.
USB, email, and web. Right? So USB is already blocked. 99% companies will block the USB access. Then email, we have the email gateway. Now, third thing is web.
Web application.
Now you see, email gateway, you restricted that people should not send any critical information outside, as well as any malware email, phishing email should not come inside. Now you see, there might be possibility that people may access some website which are malicious. Sometimes you see, you yourself might have realized, sometimes you access some legitimate site, and sometimes it might have redirected to some other malicious site, some other site that we call as cross-site script. Sometimes you see, sometimes you are downloading something, you see pop-up. That is nothing but the cross-site scripting. That we call as cross-site scripting attack. Some attacker has injected a JavaScript on the vulnerable website. Vulnerable means, you understand, vulnerable word, vulnerable, vulnerability,
Weakness.
Loophole.
Prone to attack.
Loopholes.
In system or network.
vulnerable means weak.
Weakness.
Vulnerable means weak. You are very vulnerable. Your body is very vulnerable because protein, vitamins, your vitamin D थोड़ा कम है आपकी body में, less in your body, and body is very vulnerable. Easily you are getting disease. Yes or no? That means weaknesses. Vulnerable means weakness. Weak. Vulnerable means weak. And vulnerability means weaknesses. Vulnerability means weaknesses, right? Vulnerability means weaknesses. Vulnerability means weakness, and vulnerabilities means weaknesses, right? So, what was I was telling? दिमाग से निकल गया. But what?
Cross-site attack.
Cross-site scripting.
Cross-site
Right?
scripting.
Cross-site scripting. So what happens is, some of the website are having vulnerabilities. So you know what happens? In some of the website are having some forms like comment form, login form. For example, comment form. If you mention comment, you understand, in comment form, it should allow only text only, right? Or for example, if some blog is there, very good content, he has commented, very good content. Yeah, I like the way you have explained. Yes or no? He has, okay, this is the first time I see this particular topic, blog on this particular topic, he commented. Means comment section is to enter text, not to enter code, not to enter JavaScript. Yes or no? If somebody enters JavaScript or any code, the website should validate it before publishing it. Yes or no? If any website is not validating it and directly publishing it, that means website is having weaknesses. This is a weakness of the website, right? Means vulnerability is in website, there is a vulnerability. This is called as vulnerability. Then that means website is vulnerable. Yes or no? That means any attacker can inject a JavaScript, and that JavaScript will be injected on the website and will be injected in the website, and that pop-up you see pop-up, right? Download video player. green color pop-up. This is actually not populated by website owner. This is injected by a third-party attacker. Cross-site scripting attack. Once you click on that link, you will be redirected to some other third-party website. There will be chances it will execute a script on your browser. It may hijack your cookies, cache and cookies, where you have saved your password, all cookies also. Cookies, you understand, right? Password apart from cookies information, session information, that also can be. You guys understand cookies?
Yes.
What do you mean by cookies? You heard this
Yeah,
about
one type of DVD code in browser.
What do you mean by
It
cookies?
stores history of browser.
One type of
history.
DVD code, database record in browser.
Cache and cookies. Sometimes you see, whenever your website nowadays, almost website store the cookies. Nowadays, you see, almost website store the cookies. Once check the website, they ask you to accept. This website will store the cookies. Do you want to accept or deny? You see, right? Have you experienced this?
Yes. Yes.
Almost website ask you, this website will store the cookies. Do you want to accept or not? That means website will store your session information. Session, for example, if you have logged in, so you know what happens. For example, you logged in the Facebook. You log in the Facebook, right? Facebook on one tab or the Google of the Google Chrome. You open another tab. You open another tab and type facebook.com. One tab you have already logged in, right? Now you open other tab and log in. Other tab and type Facebook. Do you need to log in?
No, you don't need to log in again. No.
Why you are not
Saved in
logging?
cookies.
Why you need not to log in?
It takes the things from the
Because they
browser.
have stored my
cookies.
password in.
Because your
one
not
session
password. Because your session information. Because your cookies has been stored. Your session information is already been stored on the cookies. It's not a password and only information. If password is stored, it will ask you to log in, and you will see password is stored, and it will user and password is already entered. Then you have to click on login. Then we call as password is stored, right? But it is not at all asking to log in. It is not just directly giving you the home page. Yes or no? Because it has stored your information in the cookies. You close the browser. Tomorrow, come again and type facebook.com. Does it ask to log in again? No.
So the session is active.
It won't, because your cookies still have the session. Now you see if that cookies will be hijacked by someone, that cookie which is stored on your browser, if can be stolen by someone and will be utilized by someone without need of username and password, I can access your Facebook. Don't tell me your browser. You don't tell me your username and password credential. I can hijack your cookies. Yes or no? So that cookies information, any running session means what you access, right? Same session without even login, needing to log in, using same cookies. Once we export from your session to my system browser, I can import it and I can use the same session without even needing to log in. So once this cross-site scripting attack will happen, once you click on this link, there are chances it may redirect to some other third-party website. From there, you may end up downloading some malicious software, malwares, or maybe those script may be executed on your browser, and from there, attacker may steal cache and cookies. cookies is very problematic. If cookies have been hijacked, right, that's the reason generally your banking informations are not being stored on the cookies. But your emails, your Facebook, social media, all are being stored on the cookies. Yes or no? Fortunately, of course, banking information should not be stored on the cookies. Banking website do not ask, right, that your information will be stored on the cookies. Ask? No. Directly access
After card details, it'll ask, sir, if it wants to save.
Some digits, but not all. Card detail also not, means not CVV number. Not CVV number. CVV number or all details. Yeah. Because once you make the payment, there are multiple authentication mechanism, OTP and all. Just not only with card you can make the payment. Yes or no? If only card you can payment, then it will not store. That is, if you store the card number only, you can't make the payment directly without having OTP or some other second factor authentication, right? So that attack, what happens is, that is what I'm telling you, cross-site scripting attack. In cross-site scripting attack, attacker target vulnerable web application. Any web application which have vulnerability, that means which do not validate the user input. Means user input should be text in this case. Should be validated that it should be text, but it's a JavaScript. Should be validated. JavaScript should not be published. It's a text, then it should be published. But if do not validate, it's a script. A script will be published on a website and depend on the type of what objective of the attacker. Maybe you will see those website. Download video player. Download this green color. These all are infected website, right? Once you click on that, maybe it will execute it and hijack the cookies, or maybe it will redirect your website to some other third-party website. From here, you might end up downloading some infected software like UC browser, Opera Mini, or some other third-party unnecessarily malwares. Yes or no? Get your mind? So you can see it here. Even though we have the email gateway, we have the firewall. Still we are ended up downloading malwares. Yes or no? Because of web. So even though we have the emails, we have already restriction on USB, we have restriction on the email gateway. That means we need some restrictions so that this kind of situation will not happen. Whenever people access any website, any malware website should be blocked. Yes or no? If I'm accessing any legitimate site, even though it has cross-site scripting, once I click on that, it should be blocked. It should not be redirected to any malicious site. Or if I'm accessing any malicious site directly, also it should be blocked, right? So she has to have a safe browsing experience also. Any unsafe website, malicious, malware, any vulnerable website, malicious site, phishing site should be blocked, right? So what solution is going to help us? What security device is going to help us here? What device?
Proxy. Proxy
device is going to help us, right? Not proxy interview, only proxy device, right? Proxy interview is not going to help at all.
Sulabh, this cross-site
yes,
scripting is an interview question.
Web.
One of the most
DLP.
frequently asked interview question. Cross-site scripting. सिंपल है, 2 लाइन का आंसर बता दो, सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा. Okay, so we'll see you on tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.